Long time no see. Well, you did see me because I was doing a facilitation talk thingy, which is different. But, you haven't seen me in a Hello Neighbor for a while. So I wanted to pop in, see how everybody's doing. And though, my vanity was like, oh God, did I have to get a pimple right here, right before I was going to do this? But whatevs. Anyways, so I just wanted to check in with everyone, see how everyone's doing. There's just a lot that's been going on in the world, and I've been putting my attention to Tigray. Also, been having a fair bit of health stuff going on. I finally managed to get my ultrasound done today. I have even more tests to go for. Doctors still don't really know what to do, but doing my best. Um, Also doing a lot of activism for Tigray on Twitter and writing letters to all kinds of international institutions, and it's taking a lot of energy. But at the same time, I also wanted to come back, touch base, and just have a hello neighbor as we always do. So let's see who's here. People are probably like, "Oh God, is she going to talk to us about genocide and massacre right now?" No, this is not one of those videos. So let's see who's here. Tiraf. Hello, Tiraf. Oh, by the way, happy Easter to everyone who observes it. Happy Vaisachi. Happy, Ramadan blessings. And for those of the Orthodox faith, happy Palm Sunday. This is a wonderful time where so many different religions are having, prayers and festivals happening at the same time. There's also going to be the indigenous gathering of nations later on in this month as well, and of course Orthodox Easter. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I believe the Jewish faith has also been observing Passover and so on. So yeah, this is a time where people of different faiths, even though they're not necessarily praying at the same place, but they're praying hopefully for a larger cause, which I hope is greater global peace, greater global love, and just being kind, because apparently kindness is something that people have forgotten, really. But just as a recap, this is Hello Neighbor. Hello Neighbor is an initiative that I started inspired by the works of Reverend Fred Rogers, who spent and devoted decades of his life to creating uplifting information and programming and content for preschoolers on his TV show. And it was something that went on to influence millions and millions and millions of people, especially in the United States. So, whilst I am no Fred Rogers, I do my best to create a little space for that, especially for spiritualists who have been drawn to me for my work. You know that parts of my work can be very, very sharp, very harsh at times, as they confront very harsh issues, and at other times they can be very soft, very bubbly, and very cuddly. Hello Neighbor is a space that hopes to look at those two aspects into a more community oriented space. So let's see who's here. I've only got two highs. I see seven of you. Okay, I see Candy. Hello, Candy. I see people coming on. Where are all the highs? This is why I even put good vibes in the title, just so people wouldn't think I was gonna give them like political lectures. But yeah, just I wanted to give you a quick update. Wanted to say hi to everybody. Um, Basically, and as always, let's wait for community to show up a little bit, and we can get into things. I mean, astrologically, there's been a whole bunch of stuff that's happened. Jupiter Neptune conjunction, Jupiter Neptune trine the south node, the new moon in Aries. Oh, wait, this is new moon, isn't it? Oh, wait. I'm just so tired, to be honest. But there's just been a lot that has been happening, like so much that has been happening astrologically. And yeah. Oh, Capricorn. No, 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 no. No, it's definitely not a new moon in Capricorn. I'm just super tired, but trying to make sure I can do my bit. I'm pretty sure it's not Capricorn. Okay, that much I would know. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Candy. We had a yep. Hang on, what am I thinking of? You can tell how tired I am. Yes, there we go. We had the full moon in Libra just now, with the sun in Aries opposing the full moon, of course. But there's just been a lot that's happening. A lot that's happening. So the only real thing that I've been doing has been really focusing on tier 23 and on the energy of what I've been doing in terms of activism. But there's just a lot that's happening, and we are going to be seeing even more emerging with the thank you, Sheena. I feel better. I feel better. We're going to be seeing a lot more emerging with the upcoming eclipses, because we are in eclipse season. We are in eclipse season. Um, let's see. Oh, let's see who else is here. We've got Emma. Hello, Emma. Hello, Sheena. Hello, Krishna. Hi, Vivi. Nice to see you. Hello, Naja. Sheena says it's Libra full moon, but I've had multiple people call it a new moon this week. It is a full moon, absolutely. It's just that there's so much energy in the fire signs that makes it feel very, very different. Very different. Tiraf says a lot of spiritual religion debates. Yes, yes, because the sun is trying the galactic center for this one. Uh, Vivi says, nice to see you too, Dr. B. The Red Goddess Tara says, greetings, greetings, everyone. I'm sorry I've been away for a bit, but there were people who needed my attention. And I'm developing a little bit of a couple of nice friends there as well, which is nice. So far, I've done that live streamed facilitation, which some people got really upset about. And then they went on my website and started going through old videos to portray me as someone who's trying to create her own new religion. And I was like, shit, I didn't realize that I had that much stage presence, just even as a disembodied voice on Twitter. But most people have been very receptive, and I'm hoping to do some weekly meditations there. I also did a piece on, and this is very basic, an introduction to mental health, because, those people have been at it for a year, and no one has really stepped forth, or not many people have really stepped forth to help Tigrayans and just to tell them the basics. This is what depression looks like. This is what anxiety looks like. You need to, maybe look things up, or maybe get some help. So really, it's no one's fault. It's just that help hasn't really been offered. And tonight I'm going to be listening to another interview and talking about my great global plan to raise awareness of the Tigrayan genocide by involving Starbucks, because Starbucks uses Ethiopian coffee beans. So I have been busy, super busy, super busy. So Ohene Nana says waves. Hi. Hello, Maria. Good to see you as well. Hi, Cicely. Good to see you too. One of the things that that I have been experiencing is just, yeah, one of the reasons why I've been running to hospitals, or other clinics, I should say, to get tests done, is I have been bleeding for a month. That has been scary. Lots of stuff going on there as well. But going through everything and just trying to keep afloat. The girls are more or less okay. They keep trying to do interdimensional travel, but they shouldn't. But they're more or less all right. My brother's okay. The plants outside are all right. We have a new cat that wants to hang out. It's not our cat, but a very nice looking brown cat, likes to sit outside now. My brother has called him Chester. I think he belongs to somebody else, but he likes to sit outside. And the way I found out about this little cat who likes sitting around is my baby. So baby sees this cat, and I don't know there's another cat there, but she makes this sound. And I thought she had fallen down. In my mind, I was like, oh my God, she's impaled herself on something. She's screaming for help. And it's very difficult for me to move or do anything, especially to get up. It's so difficult for me to move right now. So in excruciating pain, I get up and I look at her, and she's just looking at this cat, like making the most feral sound ever, and I'm just like, you idiot. She didn't like that. But so we have a little new visitor now, so that's good. Brandon's here. Hi, Brandon. He says, as an empath, I've been feeling all the energy during the shifts. It's been powerful. It certainly has. It's brought up so many things in the world. And people really need to look at what they're doing in the world. We got to get together. We got to do good things. We got to support people who need help. I mean, that's the point, right? I mean, some things we can't fix. And in this sense, like just observing all of the energy, all of the activism work that so many people have been doing for Tigray, for example, it's like, yeah, some things, some systems are just so corrupt. I mean, the same country that starved 6 million people is now on the board of the World Food Program. The same country that sends in mercenaries is now part of a board that oversees human rights operations along with China. And yeah, I can't even. I can't even. Well, let's just say my faith, what faith I had in the international system of institutions, has been demolished this week. Completely demolished. So we got to find different ways to help. Systems that empower the status quo are not systems that empower true spirituality. They are not systems that allow for an understanding of religion or spirituality that is actually heart centered. They are systems that expect some people to be on the bottom and some people to constantly be in that benevolent patriarch guys. So it's like it's not. Was what we need right now is we need to act, we need to do, we need to move. And people do things in different ways. I'm not saying you got to give up your day job and go and campaign for someone or that you have absolutely no relationship with. But I do want to tell you about someone that I had the privilege of getting to know a little better during this. This is a young man. His name is Gabriel Mescal, which means servant of God or servant of the cross, I believe. And he's the one who invited me to speak. And this young man has started his master's program. He's an engineer. But when he found out about his people, he just let it go. And I have real respect for that. You don't see that. You don't see that level of commitment in a lot of people. And when you see someone of the younger generation doing that, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But everyone's got to find what's comfortable for them. What's a level of engagement that works. And in between all of this, I am happy to report that I have been imbibing copious quantities of cat memes and looking at things online to make me laugh, because that has been very, very important. And I always and I absolutely recommend that, especially if you're working on something quite harsh. You need to balance it out in some softness. Oh, we got someone here. We got Maggie saying hi, peeps. Just got here catching tail ends, but yes, can't control things. We're being hard here. Mother Nature is not pleased with us. Keep safe and help where you can. Okay. All right. Celine says hi. So lovely to catch you live. The Jin has asked about some initiative. Let me look that up before saying anything, because this is a large figure. Well, I haven't looked into this much, so I don't really want to comment too much about it. But from what little I'm seeing, address the soil crisis by bringing together people from around the world to stand up for soil. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But beyond that, I don't really know much about it because I haven't engaged with it thus far. Michi says, greetings, Dr. Bhairavi. It's very nice to see you after all that great energy work. Hello, Michi. How are you doing? Good to see you too. Good to see you too. I'm so tired. I confused a full moon with a new one. That is how tired I am. But I wanted to make sure that I had enough juice today to say hi to the peeps, see how everybody is. And yeah, I mean, just a quick heads up, okay? I might not have energy to do this in another video, but I want you to know there's a lot of Theriu stuff coming up next week. Please, please, please be very aware of yourselves and your environments. Do not take your health for granted. Pace yourself, I had to pull back from a lot of public stuff to give my attention to this other cause, and hopefully I can rebalance it, back, because hey, this is my livelihood as well. But yeah, just take care of yourselves. No eclipse season is coming, and Don't jump the gun. That doesn't help anybody. But just wanted to give you a little quick heads up. But yeah, is there anything else anyone wants to talk about? Stuff that might be worthwhile mentioning. Funny things that have happened. Let me know. Let me know. This is a Hello Neighbor. Michi says it's very appreciated you taking time out. You are most welcome. You are most welcome. I'm just like, Spirit, seriously, I'm exhausted. I'm not well. What are you asking me to do here? But time is of the essence. I mean, we're going to be seeing huge explosions with this upcoming eclipse. We're going to be seeing a lot more energy in November, December of this year. As I said last year, this year is a weird year. I'm not going to say it was better than last year, but it's definitely a year where there's a lot more movement. There's a lot more movement. So hopefully we get something done. The fact that I managed to drag my butt and finally get some tests showing what the heck might be going on in my health is a great achievement after 2 years of not being able to. So, this is a good thing for me. So Cicely says, I love Cicely so much. She goes, he's always lurking. Cicely and I are united in our shared passion of detesting Therius the Hunter Stalker. We share that passion of detestation, if that is such a thing. But yes, next week he is lurking about a fair bit, so I do want you to pay attention to yourselves. Eros is in Taurus, Therius is in Virgo, there's some other fellow in Capricorn. Ixion, the tyrant, is in Capricorn, and they're all kind of doing this thing together in the earth sign. So if you're clashing with authority figures, if you're doing anything to do with health, if you are really feeling very super drawn to someone you just met but don't really have the time to look at the red flags, slow down and check to see if there are red flags. It's just, please take care of yourselves during this eclipse season. But yes, anything else anyone wants to bring up? Anything else? Giving you some space. Oh, I'll tell you something funny. So, since my clinic was in a different part of the state today, my brother picked me up once I was done getting all gelled up with cold gel with ultrasound thingamajiggy, which is not fun. I was like, ugh. But anyway, so I did it. And uh, yeah, getting gelled up sounds fun, but it's not. And so once I finished, my brother had come to pick me up because there's this bakery that I had found, and I, as you know, like sweet things. Um, so I said, there's a bakery that we like ordering things from. Let's go to the bakery. So because it says bakery, I'm thinking in my head that it's a shop front. You can go, and then we go to this place in some weird part, not weird, but more isolated part of the state, and it turns out to be somebody's house. They just are calling it a bakery, but they're kind of just running things out of their house, so it's not any way that you can actually just go and buy stuff. So I was just like, but on the way back, I found something that I did like to eat, which was really nice, and you don't normally get that food of that quality. So it worked out in the end. But let's see. Michi says Lilith in Cancer. Oh yes, this is a good one to talk about. Black Moon Lilith shifting into the sign of Cancer. Well, long story short, Lilith in Cancer deals with family, emotions, motherhood, all of that Cancerian stuff. That's why she's on the sign. But she is also going to make you look at all of the shadow aspects of that, all of the parts that get projected on, all of the parts that people are afraid of, all of the parts that hold, those deep, deep fears that people have about the devouring mother. That that's going to be coming up. That's one of the things that's going to be coming up, and also really looking into people's emotions and the shadow aspects of those emotions. And never assume that you don't have a shadow. No matter how much spiritual work you think you've done, there's always more to do. No matter how many lifetimes you've cleared, how many vows you've dissolved, how many things that you've healed, there's always something to learn. We are multidimensional beings, and our awareness of consciousness is dependent upon our ability to imbibe that awareness. So, if you're not in a space where you can hear it, you're not going to hear it till you're ready. So look at your emotions, look at your connection with the mother figure, look at your connection with your culture and your tradition, and see what comes up there. That's very, very important. I have Black Moon Lilith in Cancer on my ascendant, which is why people either see me as the dark mother that has been suppressed and oppressed for thousands of years, which they really love and revere, or they go running, even if all I do is say hi. But I've had to learn to live with that. But But yeah, so Lilith in Black Moon Lilith in Cancer should be an alignment which I hope will make people look at what they've really done to the feminine in their different cultures and traditions. I mean, there are so many religions that talk about venerating the feminine, valorizing the goddess. They have so many of these female iconographies, but in practice, the way they actually treat their women is very different. And it's not just about women, it's also about people who identify with that energy, whether they identify as women or whether they identify with the feminine consciousness. The integration of that particular archetype is still something that hasn't really been done so well, especially in those religions that claim to be holding the PR standard for it. Oh, we have, okay, we have Batwoman. Hello, Batwoman. Nice to see you. We are just chit chatting about various things, and it's good to see you. Good to see you. But yeah, any other topics of discussion? Anything else anyone wants to? I'll tell you something nice that happened yesterday. So I was in the car, and baby was sitting on the dashboard, and there's this small little Chinese boy, and he looked like a monk, but he had spiky hair, but he had that face that Chinese monks, or rather in all Chinese movies, if they have little monks, that's the kind of face that they'd have. Nice sweet face. So this little Chinese boy looked at baby and he was so excited, and baby was just like unimpressed, just like. Then he came over with his daddy to go look at baby, and baby was still unimpressed. Then he sadly went back to his car, and I was like, baby, I don't care, I'm picking you up and you are going to wave at the child. And she allowed it. So I made sure that I caught his attention, and I held baby and I moved her arm like this, and so she looked like the Japanese beckoning cat because she's white. And he got so happy, and he pointed to and he showed his daddy, and his daddy had a big smile, and I was like, yeah. And baby cooperated, because if she doesn't want you to pick her up, you will not be allowed without being scratched. So, it was a nice thing. Then there was another baby who saw me today when I was in the waiting room. She kept wanting to come up to me and say hi, but because of COVID, people are making sure that their kids don't go too close to anybody. But she was walking around and she kept looking at me and she kept wanting to say hi. So I was like, hi. And for some reason, in that waiting room, they keep showing Disney's Cars, the movie. Um, I was like, I don't know how many times I can watch this, but I'll do my best. But it was funny. Let's see. Emma says creating and trying not to feel anxious about the future. I think we all have that. We didn't have some anxiety about the future. Either you are some kind of Zen master, or your amygdala and hypothalamus are not doing their job. I think, given the state of the world right now, we're all going to be having some existential anxiety, some climate anxiety, some, oh my God, is there going to be World War III anxiety? I think that's normal. And I think we just have to figure out how, and there are different ways of coping with anxiety, right? But as you are a creator and an artist, maybe there's a way you can find it, channel it more so into your work. So it becomes. But yeah, what else is going on? What else is going on? Let me know. Let me know. Anything funny? Anything cute? Believe in the power of cuteness. Cuteness is redemptive. But yeah, if I was to actually start a new religion, if it would have babies, it would have cats, it would have koalas, it would have capybaras, it would have otters. Hmm. What else would it have? It would have giraffes, definitely have elephants. I guess lions. Mostly animals and babies. That would basically be the great constellation of beings in whatever hypothetical new religion I would start. I think Batwoman has been thinking about this longer than I have. Care Bear, Temple of Love. Ooh. Maggie says baby goats. Fair enough. Celine says my kiddos' cuteness and children's ability to be master teachers of play is my medicine right now. Legit, that is the best medicine. That is totally the best medicine. Candy says chipmunks. Dijin says slots. Thank you. That is what in my tiredness I have forgotten. Slots. Slots are super cute. They are super cute. I love sloths. And they make funny noises. It's a good thing. And Candy says chipmunks. Fair enough. Jolene sends a heart. So yes, if I were ever to create something like that, it would probably be mostly about animals. Though of course Lucky Cat and Hanuki Cat would be the great meowtriarchs of the church. That is the official title of the meowtriarchy. That's what I would do. But yeah, yeah. But that's what's been going on. That's what's been happening. Uh oh, Rose Quartz Throne. Yeah, I could see baby liking it. She'd probably poop on it at some point, but yeah. But I appreciate the idea. I appreciate the idea. Rose Quartz Throne is a beautiful thing. Um, let's see. Celine's cracking up with Meowtriarchs. Totally. It would be the Meowtriarchy. We're already in it. We just don't want to accept it. Um, Angela sends hearts, and definitely dogs. Dogs would have to be there. I saw this little white fluffy fellow. His owner was, I think it's a he. No way of knowing. He's too fluffy. But this little fellow was being taken for a walk by his mommy, and he just he's just a small white shaggy thing walking around, and he lifted up his leg to pee, and it was the cutest thing. And my brother and I was telling my brother, I said, I wonder if Hanuki will try doing that. And he goes, at that point, we're getting her diapers. So Hari Priya says, I live in a dogocracy. I recognize your dogocracy. Would it like to ally with the meowtriarchy? But yeah, honestly, I think that's probably the greatest religion that people need right now. Things that are innocent, that are sweet, and the reminder that our job is to protect. Emma says, creating is my meditation. That's good. That is a good way of doing it. Haripriya is laughing. That's good. Cicely is, I'm with it. I like it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. I mean, honestly speaking, a baby elephant has so much more to teach than most things. Just look at a baby elephant. A lot of your life's problems will ease, especially because you'll be wondering what to do about the eventual poop. But yeah. But let's see. So, anything else anyone wants to report? Anything else going on? Otherwise, we can just keep this short and I can go back to resting. Because I don't know when I'm going to have the juice to do this again. Anything I do takes an incredible amount of spiritual energy. So, if there's anything, let me know. Giving you all a minute. Let's see what comes through in a good way. Is everybody good? Seems to be. Okay, well, if there's nothing else, I send all of you lots of love, many good wishes. Keep doing good things in the world. There's so many different religions praying right now. Hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully that's a good sign. Batwoman says, rest. Just happy to catch you and will be reading my Tier 23 report today. Thank you. You're most welcome. Michi says, get rest. Will do. Angela sends hearts. So take care. Very many blessings. Cha-cha for now. Bye-bye.